I'm gonna have Alvin share the rest of the training, what you want to say and bring to the team.
Great. Thanks, Lawrence. My portion of the training, it's going to be five. These are the five tips I think that will help you guys crush this month. And me and Lawrence, we thought about it, and we think this is a perfect time for this type of training because we're all still trying to aim to maximize the Elite 2020 promotion, and we want to have this as a breakthrough month. So these are five tips that I came up to help us really take this business to the next level. Right. The first one, we say it all the time. Know why you're in the business. Okay. A lot of times, you know, I mean, I've been there too. Sometimes you're frustrated. Sometimes you feel burnt out. Sometimes, a lot of you guys have one job, two jobs. Sometimes some of you guys have families. So you guys get burnt out. You guys have a lack of energy, right? And the reason why you guys feel burnt out or frustrated is because you guys have a lack of clarity. You guys lost the clarity, right? So you have to remind yourself why you're doing the business. Okay, clarity gives you focus, and the focus gives you energy to keep going. Okay, and another way you can remind yourself is daily reminders. Okay, maybe have a notification on your phone that reminds you of your why. We look at our phones every day, like 100 times a day. Have set up a note that pops up every day to remind you of your why. Have a picture on the background of your kids. Have a picture of the background of your dream home. By your bed, have your goals written down. Have a post-it. On your mirror, you can get a dry erase marker and put down your why there, and have your goals there, so that it's the first thing you see when you wake up in the morning, and it's the last thing you see when you go to bed. And just having daily reminders helps you subconsciously, you know, manifest your destiny, and helps you get towards the goal. Another thing you want to do is you want to strengthen your mindset. Okay, you have to realize it's a process. Okay, um, and for this, it's not the easy times that make you grow. Okay, you don't grow when it's easy, and you have to remind yourself when it gets hard of why you're doing this business, because it's very easy to quit. Okay, and then it's up to you to make that decision, right? are you gonna are you gonna either just go through it, or are you gonna grow through it? Okay, and just by having that change in mentality, the change in attitude, you'll start to um, face your challenges a lot differently. And then you want to tell yourself, if you don't go through, if you don't go through these challenges and embrace the journey, how will you ever relate to your team when they are going through it, and then they need help to guidance through it? So you should get through it first, because it's your business, and then you want to become a leader one day. You have to go through it so you can teach your team how to get go through it too. The second one is goal setting, right? Lawrence did a really great training on this last time, right? The reason why goal setting is so important is because it gives you, it gives you direction of where you're going, right? You can have daily actions that are income generating. What I mean by income generating, not just scrolling through Instagram, but if you're scrolling through Instagram, it's because you're looking for, prospects that are posting about their job. If they're posting stories about, the lifestyle they want, or people that posting about traveling. Maybe they can talk about the travel incentives that Jeunesse has, right? So those are income generating actions, right? And you can maybe challenge yourself. This is an example I can give you guys. Maybe do 5 invitations a day. Share Jeunesse with 5 people a day, right? And then you can do 3 new connections a day. Maybe meet 3 new people. We all go to grocery shopping. We all go to get lunch. We all stop by Starbucks to get coffee. Talk to the person in front of you. Be more aware of your surrounding, right? Do 2 follow-ups a day, right? We always say in this business, the fortune is in the follow-up, right? So a lot of times, you're talking to your prospects, like what Lauren said, you're cultivating the relationship. So don't forget to follow up. A lot of times, a lot of you guys forget to do the follow-up, or you guys don't even follow up at all. So this is where you want to remind yourself every single day, at least do 2 follow-ups a day. Okay, work on your list, right? You guys always hear us say your list is your business. Okay, so in fact, if and we ask some of you guys, and we look at your list, and you guys only have like 10 or 12 people on your list. If you guys only have 10 or 12 people on your list, and you're actually doing the 5 invitations a day, guess what? You're gonna go through half of your business by day 2 or day 3. So you're already gonna quit because you already went through half of your business. And the reason why you only have 10 or 12 people on your list is because you're prejudging, right? Um, if you can make it into a challenge. You know, you can sit down and you can think, you know, for every name you put down on the list, you'll get $100, right? So do you want to have 12 people on your list, or do you want to have as many as you want, right? So when you have with that sense of urgency, you're going to write down any name: your accountant, your banker, your doctor, your dentist, your friend's mom, whatever. You do not want to prejudge, because sometimes, a lot of times in network marketing, you know, me and Lawrence, we both had these experiences. The people that we thought would do this business were the fastest no, or the fastest no's, and the people that we thought would never do it were the fastest yeses. So you never want to prejudge, right? In network marketing, sometimes the duds leads to the studs. Okay, and there's leaders and there's links. There's people that link you to leaders. So a lot of times it's not who you introduce the business to, but it's who they bring into the business. Okay, so that's something that's really great too, is because, you know, a lot of times, you know, let's just say if we wanted to invest in a sushi, in a franchise, in a sushi franchise, right? You may say, hey, Alvin, I don't like sushi, right? But let's say if you don't like sushi, but you may know a lot of people that do like sushi. Okay, so it's the same concept. Even though you may think this person might not do it, but they might know someone who would one day be your diamond. Okay. And then you want to set achievable goals, because you don't learn how to win by losing. You learn to win by winning. Okay. So by doing this, you know, you can try having 3 goals. Okay. You know, you want to have a minimum goal where, you know, if you just do a little bit, if you just stretch yourself just a little bit, you'll hit it. Then you want to have a realistic goal. Meaning if you stretch yourself just a little further, you try a little harder, you'll hit it as well. Then you want to have a dream goal. A dream goal is like, you know, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. But if you go for it, if you're going to run for it hard, you'll achieve it. But by doing so, right, you want to base your activities on your dream goal. Right? Think of it this way. Let's just say your minimum goal is to sign up 1 person this month. Your realistic goal is to sign up 2 people this month, but your dream goal is to sign up 5 people this month. Okay. But if you're basing your activities to do 5 new signups this month, I guarantee you, you will definitely sign up 1 person this month for sure. And most likely you'll get really close to, you'll really sign up 2 people, right? And then when you're going towards a dream goal, even if you don't hit it, the the reward is in the activity, the fact that you're going for 5, right? You already achieved 2 goals. You already achieved your minimum, and you're realistic. You're now, as the more you're doing it, the better you're becoming. The more better your posture is, the more confident you sound. The more the easier it gets. And if you do in fact hit your dream goal, that's great, right? You just improved that much in a month. Okay, so when you set goals, set them with a purpose. Okay, number 3, ring the bell and take inventory. What do I mean by ring the bell? Right, ring the bell means communication. Right, the more communication you have with your team, the more money you make. Okay, so you can have something like accountability, what Lauren talked about earlier. Right, maybe you can also let your upline know, let your sponsor know, hey, this month I'm running for Pearl. Hey, this month I'm running for Sapphire. Just want to let you know, right? Or as an upline, you can take inventory. You can reach out to your team and say, hey, where are you this month? Where do you want to be by the end of the month? By doing so, you will know exactly who to run with, who to walk with, and who's serious this month, and who to give your time to. Okay, and a lot of times, you know, some of the people on this call, you might think, I don't have a team, so this doesn't apply to me. No, because the attitude comes before the money. So even though you don't have a big team now, even though you don't have anyone on your team right now, you want to act like you do, because then that's the only way you can learn how to attract big leaders. Okay, and by doing that, you can also have a checkerboard management. Right, for those of you who have team members. Right, checkerboard management meaning when I make a move, when you make a move. Maybe I'll even make 2 moves, but I'm gonna match you move for move. If you're gonna do something, then I'll do something with you. But I'm not gonna do something until you do something. And I'll match you energy for energy. Okay. And then by doing all of this, by taking inventory, by doing the checkerboard management, you'll find out the potential growth of your organization for the month. You'll see who's serious, who's putting in the work, who's running for Pearl, who's running for Sapphire, who's running for Ruby. and then that'll tell you the potential growth of your organization for the month. Okay. Number 4, impose your will. Okay. So for this, aim to reach your goals sooner than later. Right. For those of you who are running for Pearl this month, you only need 3 more. People who are running for Jade, and you need 2 more. People who are running for Sapphire, you need 3 more executives. Just go and do it. Do it sooner than later. Right. And one of the ways we wanted to help you guys do that is, utilize third-party tools. Okay, because when you utilize third-party tools, it takes the pressure off of you guys, right? Third-party tool could be the website, could be the 12-minute Danian Fire shorter presentation that we sent to you guys. If you guys haven't received it, or you guys need it again, contact me or Lawrence, right? Just by showing that tool, right, you're not looking to convince or to sell anything to anyone. You're just sharing it, and you're looking for people who are looking. Okay, and then you also remember, the fortune is in the immediate follow-up, right? Meaning you can tell someone, hey, if I can show you a quick video that will explain my business opportunity and show you how you can make more money so you don't have to work at your job that you hate anymore, would you watch it right now so that I can call you in 10 minutes and we can talk about it? So when they do, after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you call them right away. You ask them, hey, what'd you like best about it? Okay, you want to strike while the iron is hot, because that's when the knowledge is low, but the excitement is high and the emotion is there. Okay. If in fact they don't want to sign up, or they want to meet up and hear more about it, you just bring them to the next exposure. Remember, in prospecting, it's a process. It's exposure to the next exposure to the next exposure until the prospect recruits themselves. So they sell themselves on the opportunity, and then they themselves want to join. Okay. And then big numbers lead to big results. Okay. Small numbers lead to small results. Big numbers lead to big results. Well, what do I mean by that? There's some of us, some of you guys here on the call, you talk to 10 people, 9 people will sign up. And then there's others on this call, or who aren't on this call. For every 10 people they talk to, maybe 2 will sign up. Okay. If you want to get 10 this month, that means for every 10 you talk to, you sign up 2. That just means you just have to talk to 50 people and you'll get your 10. So let's say for every 10 I talk to, if every 10 I talk to 9, if every 50 you talk to 10, you're going to get 10, which is more than my 9. So you can actually do better than me, because what you lack in skill, you make up in numbers. It's a numbers game. Okay. So that's another goal setting. If you guys need 3 new signups this month, find a way to get those 3 numbers. If that means you have to talk to a bunch of more people, then so be it. Go ahead and do it. Okay. Number 5, marry the months together. Okay. This is very important. This might be one of the more important ones, because what I mean by marry the months together is because a lot of times what we do is, when the end of the month starts to come and you realize you aren't going to hit your goal, you kind of say, oh, well, this month was a little tough. I had a lot of work. I was sick. I had a lot of family problems. I'll just wait till next month and restart all over. Right. But we all can agree the hardest part is getting started. Okay. Imagine your car breaks down in the middle of the road and you need to get your car off the road. What happens is you put your car in neutral and you have to get behind the car and you have to push like crazy. You're going to push with all your strength. You might slip and fall. Your face gets really red. You're about to burst a vein, and you're pushing really hard. And when you finally get the car to start moving a little bit and it starts to move, all it really takes then is you can just use one hand and the car will keep moving, right? But it's the initial, it's the hardest part, is to get it to start moving. But once you start getting it to move, it starts to move easier and easier. Okay, so in this business, creating a momentum is very, very important. Okay, so you also want to treat the end of your month as how you treat the beginning of the month. Okay, so a lot of times, if you are going to quit before the month ends because you're not going to reach your goal, and then the next month it takes you forever to get started again, you just lost yourself a week and a half or to 2 weeks. By the time you actually get going, it's by the second week. You're only doing this business, you're going to try really hard for a week and a half, and then end of the month you're going to do the same thing. Okay, well, this month was a little tough. I'll wait for next month. This way, if you do it this way, you can never create momentum. Okay, You just have to remember, you can't control the results, but you can control the activity that leads us to the results. And it's very important to compound your momentum to the next month. Okay. So unsuccessful people, successful people are willing to do what unsuccessful people aren't willing to do. Right. So the unsuccessful people are the ones who are going to quit, 1 week out, 5 days out. Right. If you really want it, you got to make sure you're doing what successful people are going to do. They're going to keep pushing. They're not going to accept defeat. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep going till they reach it. And if they don't reach it, they just create momentum to hit the next month. Okay, so you want to keep pushing towards your goal until the very last day of the month, until the bell rings. Or you want to tell yourself, I will until. Okay, and these are the 5 tips I wanted to share with you guys that I think would really push you guys, along with Lawrence's training, to really push you guys to have a really breakthrough, amazing, productive February. So